Ameyers hubs are typically used in specific electrical connection scenarios. Firstly, they are employed when connecting multiple panels or boxes together in parallel configurations. Secondly, Ameyers hubs are utilized for connecting a main panel board to branch panel boards or distribution panels. Thirdly, they are useful for tapping a distribution system to connect a branch panel or load to an existing distribution system without interrupting power to other circuits. The relevant National Electrical Code or NEC sections pertaining to the use of Ameyers hubs include NEC Section 312.8, which requires bonding at the distribution system for service entrance conductors and at locations where multiple branch circuits or feeders are connected together. NEC Section 250.125 specifies the location and provisions for bonding distribution panel boards and disconnect switches. NEC Section 314.23 requires grounding and bonding of electrical equipment and grounding electrodes. Using Ameyers hubs offers several benefits. Firstly, enhanced safety is provided as they supply a dedicated bonding point for multiple circuits, reducing the risk of electrical shock and fire. Secondly, ease of installation is another advantage because the process of connecting panels, boxes, and disconnects is simplified. Thirdly, increased flexibility is achieved, which allows for easy modification or expansion of the electrical system in the future. Fourthly, compliance with code is met because Ameyers hubs adhere to the requirements of the National Electrical Code for bonding and grounding electrical equipment. When selecting and installing an Ameyers hub, several additional considerations should be taken into account. The size of the Ameyers hub should be appropriate for the number and size of conductors being connected. The hub should be installed in a readily accessible location. The hub must be properly grounded and bonded in accordance with NEC requirements. The use of an Ameyers hub is recommended for all panel board and distribution panel connections, even if bonding is not specifically required by the NEC. This provides an extra layer of safety and ensures a reliable electrical connection. In parallel connections, Ameyers hubs facilitate the safe and effective connection of multiple panels or boxes. By providing a central bonding point, they minimize the risk of ground faults and ensure that all connected equipment is properly grounded. For connecting panel boards or distribution panels, Ameyers hubs offer a convenient and reliable solution. They simplify the process of connecting the main panel board to branch panels, ensuring that power is distributed efficiently and safely throughout the electrical system. When tapping a distribution system, Ameyers hubs allow for the connection of a branch panel or load without interrupting power to other circuits. This is particularly useful in situations where it is necessary to add new loads to an existing electrical system without causing disruption to other equipment. NEC Section 312.8 emphasizes the importance of bonding at the distribution system. This ensures that all metallic parts of the electrical system are electrically connected, providing a low impedance path for fault current to flow back to the source. This is critical for the proper operation of overcurrent protective devices such as circuit breakers and fuses. NEC Section 250.125 provides detailed requirements for the location and provisions for bonding distribution panel boards and disconnect switches. These requirements are designed to ensure that bonding connections are made in a way that minimizes the risk of electrical shock and fire. NEC Section 314.23 requires the grounding and bonding of electrical equipment and grounding electrodes. This ensures that all non-current carrying metallic parts of electrical equipment are properly grounded, providing a safe path for fault current to flow back to the source. Enhanced safety is a key benefit of using Ameyers hubs. By providing a dedicated bonding point for multiple circuits, they reduce the risk of electrical shock and fire. This is particularly important in situations where multiple circuits are connected together, as a single ground fault could potentially affect multiple pieces of equipment. Ease of installation is another significant advantage of Ameyers hubs. They simplify the process of connecting panels, boxes, and disconnects, reducing the time and effort required for electrical installations. Increased flexibility is also offered by Ameyers hubs. They allow for easy modification or expansion of the electrical system in the future. This is particularly useful in situations where it is anticipated that the electrical system may need to be upgraded or expanded at some point in the future. Compliance with code is ensured through the use of Ameyers hubs. They meet the requirements of the National Electrical Code for bonding and grounding electrical equipment. This is important for ensuring that electrical installations are safe and reliable. When selecting an Ameyers hub, it is important to choose one that is appropriately sized for the number and size of conductors being connected. The hub should be large enough to accommodate all of the conductors without overcrowding. The hub should be installed in a readily accessible location. This will allow for easy inspection and maintenance of the hub and its connections. The hub must be properly grounded and bonded in accordance with NEC requirements. This is essential for ensuring that the hub provides a safe and reliable grounding path for electrical equipment. While not always specifically required by the NEC, the use of an Ameyers hub is recommended for all panel board and distribution panel connections. This provides an extra layer of safety and ensures a reliable electrical connection. The NEC guidelines are specifically for the distribution system for service entrance conductors. When connecting multiple branch circuits or feeders together, it's recommended that you use Ameyers hubs. For specifying the location and provisions for bonding distribution panel boards and disconnect switches, you would use Ameyers hubs. Electrical equipment and grounding electrodes are also applicable. Ameyers hubs enhance safety by providing a dedicated bonding point for multiple circuits and therefore reducing the risk of electrical shock and fire. It simplifies the process of connecting panels, boxes, and disconnects, and it allows for easy modification or expansion of the electrical system in the future. The National Electrical Code requirements for bonding and grounding electrical equipment can be met with Ameyers hubs. Choosing the correct size is vital, and it must be appropriate for the number and size of conductors being connected. Accessibility is vital, and it should be installed in a readily accessible location for easy inspection and maintenance. In accordance with NEC requirements, the hub must be properly grounded and bonded. Even if bonding is not specifically required by the NEC, use of an Ameyers hub is recommended for all panel board and distribution panel connections. In summary, Ameyers hubs are essential components in electrical systems when parallel connections are present, when connecting panel boards or distribution panels, and when tapping a distribution system. Compliance with NEC codes 312.8, 250.125 and B, and 314.23 is crucial for bonding, grounding, and overall electrical safety. Using Ameyers hubs offers enhanced safety, ease of installation, increased flexibility, and compliance with the National Electrical Code. Proper sizing, accessibility, and grounding are essential considerations during installation. The use of Ameyers hubs is recommended for all panel board and distribution panel connections, regardless of specific NEC bonding requirements. An Ameyers hub acts as a central point for bonding, which equalizes the electrical potential between different parts of the system. This is important because it reduces the risk of electric shock if someone comes into contact with two different metal parts that are at different voltages. For instance, if a fault occurs in one circuit, the fault current can flow through the bonding system and trip a circuit breaker or fuse, which will de-energize the circuit and prevent electric shock. A properly installed Ameyers hub contributes to the overall reliability of the electrical system by ensuring that all connections are secure and properly grounded. This can help to prevent problems such as voltage drops, overheating, and equipment failure. If the electrical system is properly grounded and bonded, it is less likely to be affected by surges, voltage spikes, and other electrical disturbances. This can help to protect sensitive electronic equipment from damage. Electrical codes and standards are constantly evolving. By using Ameyers hubs and following other best practices for electrical safety, the electrical system will be up to date and compliant with the latest requirements. In addition to the specific NEC sections mentioned earlier, there are other sections that may be relevant to the use of Ameyers hubs depending on the specific application. These sections include NEC 250.4 AON, which requires that grounding systems be designed and installed to limit the voltage to ground on electrical equipment, and NEC 250.96, which requires that all metal enclosures containing electrical conductors be bonded together. The type of Ameyers hub used will depend on the size and number of conductors being connected. Ameyers hubs are available in a variety of sizes and configurations to accommodate different applications. It is important to select a hub that is appropriate for the specific application. Ameyers hubs can be made of different materials, such as steel, aluminum, or plastic. The material used will depend on the environment in which the hub will be installed. For example, a steel hub may be used in a corrosive environment, while an aluminum hub may be used in a non-corrosive environment. Ameyers hubs are typically installed using screws or bolts. It is important to use the correct type of fasteners for the specific application. When installing an Ameyers hub, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions. This will help to ensure that the hub is installed correctly and that it will provide a safe and reliable connection. In summary, Ameyers hubs are essential components in electrical systems when connecting panels, boxes, and disconnects. They provide a safe and reliable connection and help to ensure that the electrical system is properly grounded and bonded. By following the recommendations outlined above, you can ensure that you are using Ameyers hubs safely and effectively. The recommendations are ensuring enhanced safety, ease of installation, increased flexibility, and compliance with the National Electrical Code.